The Rockies will echo to a bone-rattling series of showdowns as Glory returns to the Mile High City. It's Glory 24 Denver. The middleweights dominate as the cream of the division go head-to-head in two epic battles, featuring three of the top four ranked fighters, plus tournament winner and local hero Dustin Jacoby. It's sure to be a night of knockouts. Rising star Jacoby will be looking to capitalize on his current streak and stop a motivated Wayne Barrett looking to reassert himself in the division. And in our Gold Rush main event, everyone's favorite bad boy, Joe Schilling, meets Jason Wilness as both men stake a claim for a title shot against Artem Levin later this year. Plus, things are about to get heavy in the high plains as the big men bring the thunder in the heavyweight contender tournament. In this one-night elimination event, four of the biggest men in Glory will battle for the chance to unseat the Crown Prince of Kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven, later this year.
Denver, Colorado, are you ready for glory?
The Mile High City didn't disappoint as Glory 24 was filled with action, split decisions, impressive knockouts, and some unexpected surprises. So we start with the highlights in the Glory Super Fight Series as heavyweights Jason the Dragon Lee took on Steve Peprocki, followed by middleweights Chris Trammell and Zach King of War Wells. These fights all featured Americans making their Glory debut.
We got things off to a big bang, Stephen.
Yeah, Jason Lee blasting those low kicks all night long, finished by that overhand right left hook. Man, that was a nasty combination. Lee took his time, set up his shots, picked his shots behind the ear, overhand right, finished things for that man there, Jason Dragon Lee. Chris Trammell versus Zach Wells up next. And look at that, a head kick on a jump roundhouse kick attempt. Both guys being very technical, but it was the length and the tenacity of Zach Wells. Landed over and over that right hand. Bingo, you're gone. Chris Trammell falls down to Zach Wells, that man there.
Still to come on Rewind, a heavyweight contender tournament featuring four of the top 10 ranked fighters, with the winner one step closer to a title shot with Rico Verhoeven. Up next, It was the lightweights as undefeated at 10-0. 1-0 in glory, Kevin Van Nostrand took on a newcomer, Justin Houghton, with only one professional fight under his belt and making his glory debut.
Fight! The bell in round one, scheduled for three-minute rounds. J-Ho has been around the block. He actually worked for the railroad for 4 years, and that afforded him the opportunity to train all over the country. He's taking on the southpaw Van Nostrand, who immediately comes out and immediately showcases a variety of strikes.
Yeah, Van Nostrand is shooting high, shooting to the leg. Really gonna confuse Houghton. Houghton coming in rough though. Walks right into a right hand.
Van Nostrand, a third-degree black belt in Kempo Karate, started kickboxing at 14.
Van Nostrand offering so many different angles here, it's really confusing.
Let's hope Houghton was good at geometry, because he is being subjected to myriad angles by Van Nostrand in the opening minute of this fight, and Van Nostrand continues to come forward. There's a spinning back fist grazing the chin, and Houghton loading up with a right hand that just missed. A minute gone in the first. Man, Van Nostrand, a whirling dervish.
He's got everything going on. He's got head movement, he's got spins, he's fighting, switching stances, spinning moves.
Yep, a volume striker, not putting much power into his flurries, but he likes to turn up the intensity and power. There's that straight left hand when he sees an opening. Final minute of the second. Good left hand through the guard by Van Nostrand, body kick by Houghton.
Houghton's got to throw more of those kicks.
That was off balance, and the hometown crowd still cheering on the fact that Van Nostrand was on his back momentarily.
Van Nostrand's mouth is wide open right now, so I think this altitude is definitely having an effect on him.
Well, he still is unbelievable in terms of his energy level, slipping the punches, coming forward. Under 30 seconds left in the second. Houghton slips and falls.
Breakneck pace, though.
Yes. Behind the 8-ball with a minute 20 left in the fight. It's been close in terms of the numbers, and yet, when you look at the visual, there, Van Nostrand needs a couple of right hands from Houghton.
Van Nostrand looking to box right here. It's almost like he switched into a different fighting style completely.
He turned pro in 2013 under the tutelage of his coach, Jim Andrello, in New York. His martial arts journey began at the age of 8, when he found it difficult to focus on school. Didn't find it difficult to execute that straight left hand through the guard, however. Under a minute left in the fight.
Sometimes he uses that straight hand it's like a jab from behind here. He'll throw it one straight left, and then he'll throw another one right behind it like a double jab.
Half a minute left in the bout.
And I'm telling you, Van Nostrand is like a Matrix-level fighter. He's got so many different offbeat, crazy moves.
There's a body kick from Houghton. The crowd here rallying behind the local favorite, Denver's J-Ho Houghton from the Grudge Training Center. 10 seconds remaining. Van Nostrand with a shimmy and a shake and a left hand through the guard. And we're headed to the judges' scorecards. What has been a great fight for Kevin Van Nostrand.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Here are the scores. Judge Martinez scores the bout 29-28, Hosted. Judge Ramirez scores the bout 30-27, Van Nostrand. And Judge Thrasher scores the bout 30-27 for your winner by split decision, Kevin Van Nostrand.
Well, what did I say about strange things happening? Hey, they got it right. Split decision for Kevin Van Nostrand, who improves to 11-0 and 2-0 here in glory.
Still to come on Rewind. 3 more middleweight bouts featuring 5 of the top 10 fighters in the division, including number 2 ranked Joe Schilling taking on number 3 ranked Jason Wilness, with the winner getting a title shot against current middleweight champ Artem Levin. We return to Glory 24 Denver with a battle of welterweights as number 8 ranked Casey Green at 2-2 in Glory takes on 10th ranked Francois Ambang, also sporting a Glory record of 2 wins and 2 losses.
Let's fight.
They touch gloves, Green in the white gloves, Ambang in the black. Round 1 underway. Green mostly trains at Saeksan Muay Thai Academy in Los Angeles, and he's been working with Carlo Deckers, the brother of the late, great Muay Thai icon Ramon Deckers.
Both men coming out patient. Gunslinger stances, hands high. Ambang blasting away with a nice punch combination, finished with a left hook to the ribs.
And there's a beautiful Dutch-style combination. Body work followed by the outside low kick by Ambang, who, following his big win over Stephen Richards, got to go on a roller coaster for the first time with his family. Beautiful counter right hand from Green, and it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride thus far for Ambang during his Glory tenure. Same can be said for Green, who at the beginning of the year started Project WIT, which is an acronym for whatever it takes, and by modern standards has been busy. This is his 4th kickboxing fight of the year. In Green's corner, saying that Ambang is hesitating. They want him to pick up the pace, and he comes out more aggressively, chucking the leather in his white gloves, Ambang in the black. So a quick flurry of punches and exchange to begin the second stanza.
Ambang is not only making Casey Green pay with low kicks, he's also making him pay by punching him to the body.
There's a left body kick by Green. Ambang responds with an inside low kick, then the Thai plum knee, and the counter punch from Green.
Now Green doing the right thing, moving in. He's got to start blasting. He's got to turn this into a bit of a brawl.
Ambang with 50% connect rate. Anytime you're near 50%, your total strikes landed, you're doing pretty well.
Yeah, pretty well indeed. Got 8 more landed than Green did in the first round.
1 minute gone here in the middle frame. Again, Ambang slipping the punch, counters with a right hand through the guard, inside low kick, finds himself on the ropes. That shot buckled Ambang. Left uppercut, Green now with knees, a right cross. Green teeing up Ambang on the ropes, another knee to the head, right cross. Ambang taking these shots and going down.
It all started with that right knee for Casey Green. That did major damage.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He's waved off the fight. Casey, go Green in his welterweight debut. Stops Francois Bang Bang Ambang in the second round.
An impressive win by Green as he bounces back after a tough loss to Dustin Jacoby at Glory 23 Las Vegas. When we come back, the main event from the Glory Super Fight Series at Glory 24 Denver takes the ring. Our Super Fight Series at Glory 24 concluded with number 8 ranked Canadian Robert the White Dragon Thomas taking on David the Machine Radiff in middleweight action.
Fight!
The bell and round 1 scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Glory middleweight division. Thomas in the white gloves, Radiff in the black. You mentioned that Thomas wanted to get off to a faster start. He admitted he can be overly calm. Wanted to... Oh, there's a body kick from Radiff, and that was like a gunshot echoing throughout the confines of the Magnus Arena.
And he set it up perfectly with those 2 punches.
Yeah, of course, Thomas talking about his background as a Muay Thai fighter, and Stephen, as you well know, in Muay Thai it takes a round or 2 to begin to fight.
They do that for betting reasons.
Right.
Though.
Right.
Interesting that Thomas is basically walking Radiff down, but he refuses to throw the jab.
Oh, nice right hand, though, and a knee, and another knee from Thomas. Has Radiff in the corner. Radiff fights his way out in the final 45 seconds of the opening round.
And Radiff with a good little combination in there, close.
We begin round number 2. Spinning hook kick attempt by Radiff in the black gloves. Robert Thomas in the white gloves. Almost clashed heads there.
Yeah.
Fight.
So getting a little dirty here on the inside, a little chippy.
Fight.
Radiff was about to spin, and he caught a left hook.
Fight.
Thomas with the edge in total strikes. Both of them landing well, though, near 50% each. Thomas beginning to find his rhythm. As Radiff in the corner again, allows him to come out, though, misses with the right uppercut, catches the kick, and that one was under the armpit.
Radiff is like a little Wolverine. He'll wait on the ropes, then he'll try to thorn his way out.
And he lands a couple of nice right hands, counter left hook to the jaw by Thomas. Outside low kick by Radiff, knee up the middle by Thomas, backs Radiff again into the corner. That doesn't take advantage of it.
The thing that puzzles me is that I don't think Robert Thomas has thrown a single jab in this whole fight. And that would seem to be the weapon that would set up the right hand and the right low kick.
Sets everything up, and you're right, he's going for broke here.
Yeah.
Mixing up the power shots and the knees and the kicks.
Yeah, he's leading with a power shot.
Right. So in the final stages of the second round, Thomas beginning to assert himself with the knees from the Thai plum.
There it is, the jab. But behind the jab, you got to throw something like a right hand or a kick.
Left hook on the break by Thomas, and he continues to just pepper away. Radiff coming back, but breathing, taking those deep breaths here in the high altitude, and the sweep knocks Radiff to the canvas. Will not be ruled a knockdown, however.
That was beautiful because he didn't even have to catch the leg to do that.
Left hook to the body by Thomas, changing levels.
See, this is the kind of fight Radiff needs, but he needs to throw more punches because Thomas is the busier fighter here when they're going toe-to-toe.
From White Dragon, there's a spinning back kick right to the, attempted to the liver by Radiff. Minute and a half left in the fight.
The back kick is a good strategy for Radiff because that is a game changer. You can really hurt somebody with the back kick. Problem is, you need a lot of gas in your tank, and I think that Radiff is fading here.
And Robert Thomas, much faster, busy, and Radiff now coming forward. So they've been going back and forth, throwing a lot of strikes.
This is the best round
matchup.
This is the best round of the fight because they're both fighting back so hard.
So a great finish to a great middleweight matchup between Robert Thomas and Glory newcomer David Radiff.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Here now are the scores. Judge Ramirez scores the bout 29-28 Radiff. Judge Thrasher 30-27 Thomas. And Judge Johnson 30-27 for your winner by split decision, Robert Thomas.
With the victory, Thomas is sure to move up in the middleweight rankings. How high will be determined later on after our 2 upcoming headline bouts of the night, which feature 4 of the top 10 ranked middleweights going head-to-head. But up next, it's the always exciting, always entertaining, and always surprising one-night tournament. Glory 24 Denver featured the heavyweights. Up next on Rewind. The heavyweights took part in the Contender Tournament in Denver, with the winner getting a title shot against current champ Rico Verhoeven at Glory 26 Amsterdam this December. In the first semifinal, ranked 6th, the Netherlands' Jafar Wilnis, with an overall record of 27-5-1, 3-1 in Glory, took on number 8 ranked Australian Ben Edwards with an overall record of 36-10-3, 1-1 in his Glory career.
Fight! The bell in round 1. Jafar Wilnis in the white gloves, banging Ben Edwards in the black gloves.
And Edwards already walking down Wilnis to the ropes. Wilnis circling out, though. Wilnis almost in the corner, though.
Edwards began his kickboxing journey in 2003, attacking the body with the right hand. There's a tie plumb by Wilnis, but he gets caught with another right, so an aggressive start by banging Ben Edwards. 32 of his 36 wins have come inside the distance. He is 1-1 in Glory with that knockout victory over Jamal Ben Sadiq at Glory 12 in New York in November of 2013. Meanwhile, Wilnis 27-5-1, just 7 KOs, but he's 3-1 in Glory with 2 wins inside the distance. And again, a quick start, especially here in the high altitude for these heavyweights, knowing they have to win 2 fights in one night in order to challenge Rico Verhoeven. Wilnis, in fact, has been the main sparring partner for Verhoeven. They've been sparring 3 times a week, 10 3-minute rounds per session. But they know it's business if Wilnis wins the tournament, Stephen.
Oh, yeah.
Back at the Magnus Arena in Denver for round 2. How'd you score round 1 on your unofficial scorecard fight, Professor?
I would have to give that round 10-9 to Jafar Wilnis. He did the more effective work, especially near the end of the round. And now he's got Ben Edwards' left leg hurt with that low kick.
And Edwards shelling up. Kick from Wilnis that was partially blocked, but Jafar Wilnis composed and yet uber aggressive, working the body of Ben Edwards, has him on the ropes.
It's almost over.
Figuratively and literally. 30 seconds gone in the second round, and you know Wilnis will try to vanquish Edwards as quickly as possible, knowing he has yet another fight tonight, but Edwards showing his mettle, and there was a shot. Big advantage for Wilnis in strikes landed, and now Edwards standing stationary. And another kick. Wilnis chopping away at Edwards. He goes down.
That's it.
And this could be for the count.
That's it. He's not going to get back up.
4, 5, 6.
Do not count out
7.
Ben Edwards. He got back up.
You want to fight? You go,
Amazing heart for Ben Edwards, knowing what is at stake. Minute 45 left in the second round, but Edwards needs to fight back, and Wilnis not allowing him to do so. And it's just really a matter of time.
Brutal. That low kick is just brutal.
Chopping Edwards down.
2
like a
knockdowns.
redwood. And there he goes again. That's it. In the tournament, 2 knockdowns in a round constitutes a TKO. Hello, Jafar Wilnis.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our referee Tim Mills calls a halt to this contest at 1 minute 30 seconds of that second round, declaring the winner by knockout, who now advances to the tournament final, Jafar Wilnis.
So Jafar Wilnis takes out Ben Edwards and now waits for the winner of semifinal number 2 and stands 1 victory away from the title shot against Rico Verhoeven. When we return, it's semifinal number 2. Who will Jafar Wilnis meet in the finals? Our second semifinal features #1 ranked Romania's Benjamin Adegbuie with an impressive overall record of 20-3, 3-1 in glory, taking on the Scorpion Sting from Croatia. Ranked at #5, Mladen Brestovac looking for his 50th overall professional win and second with glory.
Bell and round one, they touch gloves in the rematch. Brestovac in the black gloves, Adegbuie in the white gloves. The last time Glory was in Denver at Glory 16 in May of last year, Adegbuie knocked out Daniel Sam.
And Brestovac already coming out kicking, whether it be to the ribs or to the arms of Adegbuie. Both can be effective.
A southpaw from Croatia with a devastating left head kick. Let me see.
Sounds
Reminds
familiar,
me
right?
of someone. Can't quite put my... Oh, yeah. The guy who punked me, Mirko Krokop. And in fact, Brestovac has sparred with the Croatian legend Krokop.
Brestovac has got a specific game plan to not throw any punches at all. And there he proves me wrong. But it's all about the kicks for Brestovac.
Yeah, he likes to throw heavier kicks to set up his combinations. Loves those heavy body kicks and head kicks.
Adegbuie landed 2 really decent low kicks himself.
And Brestovac made a big debut for Glory when he took out none other than Jafar Wilnis at Glory 14 in his hometown of Zagreb. He would like to set up a rematch with Wilnis in the final, but first he'd like to avenge a previous loss to Adegbuie here in this semifinal matchup.
Right now, low kicks are being very effective for Adegbuie as well to set up his punch combinations.
Adegbuie has spent time training with UFC light heavyweight Alexander Gustafsson. Gustafsson, maybe the most talented light heavyweight in MMA without a belt, losing to Daniel Cormier in another spirited affair recently. Adegbuie, though, versatile in his attack on Brestovac.
A lot of damage to both men's legs here in a chop-a-thon so far, and that's going to be a problem whoever makes it to the finals.
They exchange low kicks.
10 seconds, listen for the bell, listen for the bell.
Adegbuie with a right uppercut on the inside. Adegbuie continuing to unload on Brestovac as we head to round 2. And quickly on your unofficial scorecard, who won that opening round?
I gave the opening round to Benjamin Adegbuie because he outboxed Brestovac. They both were throwing low kicks. Brestovac got the better of the kicks in the exchanges, but I think that Adegbuie did the better work with his hands.
Brestovac nicknamed the Scorpion Sting because he's a Scorpio and his left kick, well, stings. And it's Adegbuie, though, putting the leather on Brestovac at close quarters. These two heavyweights continue to battle in the high altitude of Denver. Both kicks blocked. Brestovac checked that low kick. But Adegbuie putting together the better punching combinations, doing a better job of making that investment to the body.
He really is. One thing I noticed about Adegbuie is that Brestovac will throw maybe a high kick, then Adegbuie will throw a high kick also to show him, hey, I can do that too.
And Adegbuie with the advantage in terms of punches, Brestovac with the advantage in terms of kicks, and you can see how close it is when it comes to the striking numbers. Just a barometer of how things are going in this heavyweight tilt.
But here we have Brestovac with his back to the ropes again, eating a couple of low kicks, and Adegbuie basically forcing the action.
And Adegbuie, low kick, left hand, Brestovac backs up into the corner. Adegbuie pawing with the jab, outside low kick. Brestovac finally touches the canvas with his glove. He goes down.
4, 5,
That was nasty.
6, 7, 8, 9. You want to keep going? You okay? Put your gloves up. Walk to me. Walk to me. Ready? Fight.
Tom Johnson allows Brestovac to continue, but for how much longer? Another knockdown in the round, and the fight will be over. Right head kick blocked by Brestovac. You cannot question the heart and guts of any fighter on the Glory roster. Brestovac desperately trying to fight back, but that lead leg, that leg is in pain. He's doubled over. This fight is over. It'll be Benjamin Adegbuie battling Jafar Wilnis for the right to challenge Glory heavyweight champion Rico Verhoeven.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee Tom Johnson steps in and waves off this contest at 1 minute 47 seconds of that third and final round, declaring your winner by technical knockout, who now advances to the tournament final, Benjamin Adegbuie.
So now Benjamin Adegbuyi takes on Jafar Wilness in the finals of the heavyweight contender tournament. The winner earning a title shot with Rico Verhoeven at Glory 26 Amsterdam on December 4th. But up next, our co-headline event at Glory 24 Denver, when hometown favorite Dustin Jacoby goes up against the always dangerous Wayne Barrett in an all-American battle. Welcome back to Denver, site of Glory 24. Our co-headline event features number 4 ranked Wayne Barrett against number 10 ranked Dustin Jacoby. Wayne Barrett enters tonight with a 4-3 record in Glory, looking to avenge a loss to number 1 ranked middleweight Simon Marcus at Glory 20 Dubai. Dustin Jacoby, on the other hand, comes in riding a 2-fight winning streak with knockouts of Ariel Sepulveda and Casey Green in the middleweight qualifying tournament at Glory 23 in Las Vegas this past August.
The bell in round 1 as they touch gloves. Barrett in the white gloves, Jacoby in the black. Jacoby coming off the victory in the middleweight qualification tournament at Glory 23 in Las Vegas, feeling higher than you're, well, allowed to get in his home state, while Wayne Barrett out of Jamaica should have come to the ring with Bob Marley's redemption song, because he's in the midst of a 3-fight losing streak and he is all about redemption tonight.
I guess so.
Inside low kick by Barrett. Jacoby from the southpaw stance back to orthodox.
Jacoby doing the right thing by pressing Barrett.
And Jacoby goes down like a turkey attempting to fly in this Canadian Thanksgiving Day weekend, Mike. And a big shout out to all those you watching in the True North Strong and Free.
Barrett allowing Jacoby to move forward without any counters yet.
First minute is gone. Inside low kick by Barrett, now fighting from southpaw as well. Switches back to orthodox, so both of them trying to befuddle the other in the early stages of this middleweight matchup.
See, Barrett can be so dangerous and so explosive from just throwing a wild outside lead left hook or lead overhand right. So just because he's up against the ropes, don't think he can't do damage.
Jacoby in the black gloves, Barrett in the white gloves. They exchange jabs. Outside low kick by Barrett as he's backed up to the ropes.
It's almost like Barrett is sparring here.
Switches back to southpaw. Jacoby looking for that highlight reel finish in front of the partisan crowd.
Yeah, Jacoby's got really tight defense against punches. Got the elbows in, hands up. chin down.
Jacoby training at Factory X Muay Thai alongside Chris Camozzi, a former UFC opponent turned friend. His head coach is Mark Montoya. Meanwhile, Barrett out of New York, representing Team Barrett. His coach is Jason Strout. Barrett currently ranked number 4. Jacoby ranked number 10 in the Glory middleweight division. So far, Jacoby treating Barrett like fashion critics have been treating Kanye West as we head to the final 20 seconds of the second round. And Jacoby physically manhandling Wayne Barrett.
Barrett got nothing on his punches right now.
And no offense, nothing in terms of volume either. As it's all Dustin Jacoby heading to the third and final round here in Denver, Colorado. Jacoby in control according to our unofficial scorecards, but again, it's up to the 3 judges seated at ringside, chosen by the Colorado State Boxing Commission to determine a victor if it goes the distance. But Jacoby trying to put on a show here in front of family and friends.
Jacoby just blasting through anything that Barrett throws. Imposing his will, 100%.
And yet, total strikes.
Yeah, it was closer than we thought, but I gotta say that the power strikes are definitely Jacoby's.
Yeah, and you can see the tenor of the fight. Again, we just try to tell the story as it unfolds, and I mean, look at the action here. Barrett, he's almost too calm, too collected, especially now with 1 minute gone in the third and final round. Jacoby with the aggression. And again, if you're new to Glory, the scoring criteria, it actually begins with the cumulative knockdown. So the amount of knockdowns, cumulative damage, spectacular techniques, so on and so forth down the line. So really it is about aggression. It's about knocking your opponent down. We haven't seen on cue. On cue.
Wow. Man. This is a great night for Jacoby and a bad night for Barrett.
Can I say it one more time? On cue. And it's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an official time of 1 minute, 40 seconds of that third and final round. This one comes to an end by technical knockout. For your winner, Dustin Jacoby.
So hometown favorite Dustin Jacoby runs his winning streak to 3 and moves up in the middleweight rankings to number 5. Our headline event is coming up between number 2 ranked Joe Schilling and number 3 ranked Jason Wilness. But up next, Jason's brother Jafar takes on number 1 ranked heavyweight contender Benjamin Adegbuyi, with the winner 1 step closer to a meeting with current heavyweight champion Rico Verhoeven. In semifinal number 1, Jafar Wilness took out number 8 ranked Ben Edwards with a second-round TKO. While in semifinal 2, it was Benjamin Adegbuyi defeating number 5 ranked Mladen Brestovac with a third-round knockout. So it comes down to 6th ranked Jafar Wilness versus number 1 ranked Benjamin Adegbuyi in the finals, with a title shot against heavyweight champion Rico Verhoeven at stake.
Bell and round 1. Wilness in the white gloves, Adegbuyi in the black.
Wilness starting right off with the left jab, which I would have thought Adegbuyi would have done.
Body kick by Adegbuyi, both of them trying to use the jab. High guard by Adegbuyi, blocking the jab from Wilness. There was a shotgun left kick to the body. And of course, usually it's the ones that don't make that loud noise that hurt more, Stephen.
You know, that's funny how that works.
It's all, you know, it's good.
Sounds
visceral
good
experience, yeah.
It's good for the crowd.
Sure. But then again, a shot like that, I still think you feel it. As they just, oh, nice combination, exchange in that left hand of the body by Wilness.
It's about the hooks for Wilness right now.
Rico Verhoeven scheduled to defend the championship in Amsterdam, and boy, are the Dutch happy to welcome Glory back to the Netherlands at the end of the year. Oh, nice knee up the middle by Adegbuyi, but Wilness absorbed it and said, all right, no big deal.
Adegbuyi with a really good left hook to the liver. And a left kick. Oh,
man, working that liver, making it quiver as Adegbuyi. But Wilness continues to walk forward, unless he has a great poker face. He's taking these shots well.
Good right hand by Wilness. Wilness landing again with that right hand.
And Wilness all over Adegbuyi. Great start to this heavyweight contender tournament final here at Glory 24. And they continue the pace they established in round 1. They touch gloves and immediately start firing. Adegbuyi in the black gloves, Wilness in the white, and dare I say they're off to an even quicker start.
Man, what is up? It's like Jafar is going for the knockout here.
And he really put it on Adegbuyi in the latter stages of the opening round with those punches. They exchanged the low kicks, but now there's a nice overhand right that lands for Wilness.
I think that Wilness' corner wasn't too happy about the way things played out in that first round. They really pumped him up there in the corner in between rounds.
Well, I think they should be pretty happy with what transpired as we take a look at the total strikes. Big advantage for Wilness.
Yeah.
Adegbuyi with the liver kick. Knee to the body by Wilness. Toe to toe, mano a mano. This is what Glory heavyweight action is all about. How important is a shot at the Glory heavyweight championship? They're throwing everything at each other. 1 minute remaining in the second round. A paintbrush left hook, another paintbrush left hook by Wilness. You mentioned it, Stephen, about all the heavyweights not having a lot of time to get acclimated to the high altitude here. Yeah. Right uppercut, left hook, nice combination from Adegbuyi. So they both began on that same level playing field, as it were.
That's the thing, because if somebody got here early and rested up, we saw that happen with Fabricio Verdum against Cain Velasquez in Mexico. Good combination by Adegbuyi, but Wilness fires back.
And they're throwing more strikes than you will see in the Major League Baseball playoffs that are underway. 10 seconds left in the second round. And Wilness and Adegbuyi continue to take each other apart here with the final round straight ahead. High altitude, we don't care about any stinking high altitude. Wilness and Adegbuyi embrace. They know they put on a show thus far. What do they have in store for this, the third and final round, with a shot at the Glory heavyweight crown up for grabs?
I want to say Wilness appears to be the sharper fighter right now. but then Adegbuyi would fire back like that.
Rico Verhoeven, who of course has sparred extensively with Jafar Wilness, may be saying to himself, wait a minute, I may have created a monster here.
Yeah, Wilness is definitely...
Jumping knee by Wilness.
He's winning the total strike game already. Adegbuyi, his corner didn't seem too happy about it.
Adegbuyi fading ever so slightly here against the ropes. It's Wilness that's putting together the punches. Right uppercut, the left hook, as I say that, by Adegbuyi. It's incredible.
It's just the punch output is unbelievable for a heavyweight fight.
I mean, period. The fact that it's at high altitude makes it that much more impressive. A much different Jafar Wilness in his return to the glory ring. Riding a 5-fight win streak, winning a tournament in China. Now hoping to win this tournament and earn a right to challenge his sparring partner, Rico Verhoeven. Less than a minute remaining. Adegbuyi's second shot at a championship seems to be ticking away here with 45 seconds left.
It really does, because right now he's being second, not first.
Right hand by Wilness. 30 seconds left.
This is all Wilness here.
Left hook upstairs by Wilness. Adegbuyi on the ropes, misses with the right hand. Punches in bunches. Cavalcade of kicks. Heavyweights throwing down in the mile-high city of Denver. The crowd here at Magnus Arena cheering on Adegbuyi and Wilness. What a fight!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 grueling tournament rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Oscar Martinez scores the bout 29-28 Adegbuyi. Judge Tom Johnson scores the bout 29-28 Wilness. And Judge Ben Ramirez scores the bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision. And now, Glory Contender Tournament Champion, Benjamin Adegbuyi.
So by the narrowest of margins, Benjamin Adegbuyi has earned a title shot at the Glory season-ending event in Amsterdam at Glory 26 on December 4th. Up next, the headline event of the evening when number 2 ranked Joe Stitch 'em Up Schilling battles number 3 ranked Jason Psycho Wilness. The winner taking on Artem Levin in 2016 for the middleweight championship. Our headline event of the night features the top-ranked middleweights, with the winner earning a shot at middleweight title holder, Artem Levin. Number 2 ranked Joe Schilling comes into this fight with a 19-6 overall record, 5-2 in Glory. His opponent, number 3 ranked Jason Wilness, enters with a 25-5-1 overall record and only 3-3 in Glory.
Bell in round 1. Social media still buzzing with what many are calling the fight of the year, the fight we just witnessed in the heavyweight contender tournament final. Schilling and Wilness will try to do their best to better that, and a quick start here. Schilling in the white gloves, Wilness in the black gloves. Last time Schilling was in the Glory ring was back in February at Glory 19 when he defeated Robert Thomas. Wellness coming off a loss to Simon Marcus, who of course is also in the title mix, but Schilling walking him down, delivering a couple of knees. Left kick and a fast start for Schilling.
Oh yeah, Schilling's all over Wellness right now. Wellness firing back with that one roundhouse kick, but
oh, right cross by Wellness.
they're throwing bombs here.
So they're saying, hey, heavyweights, we can do that too. Great night of action here in Denver, Colorado.
Pick up those kicks.
And we appreciate your comments at #Glory24 as they are just literally throwing bombs at each other.
Schilling really trying to tee off on Wellness. Wellness got a really tight guard, but some of those punches for Schilling are slipping in.
Yeah, he has that high, tight guard that will maybe give him Schilling an opportunity to attack the body.
Yeah.
Instead, he looks for the jab, fakes the kick.
Schilling really wisely using that right front kick. Right now, Schilling got his hands down when he's out of range, and Wellness can't capitalize because he can't get in quick enough to drop a bomb.
Wellness is 6'1", Schilling is 6'3", and there's the knee from the clinch by Schilling. 30 seconds left in the first round, and Schilling just putting the pressure on Wellness.
Schilling really doing a job of out-kickboxing Jason Wellness at this particular point.
The bell and round number 2. Inside low kick by Wellness, again Schilling up with that high guard, but Schilling kicking him. Those punches block the front kick. Schilling in the white gloves, Wellness in the black. Wellness unable to just get set up because of the onslaught of Joe Schilling.
Jump stair climb left knee
And spinning
by Schilling.
that just missed by Schilling.
Schilling all about the front kick. Right front kick. Cut kick down low to the knee.
Those punches were blocked. Inside low kick by Wellness. We would love to establish that.
Yeah, Schilling in southpaw right now.
And the strikes landed. 26-18 total. More kicks for Wellness as expected, although Schilling using the kick a lot, but Schilling busier in the punching department. Oh! And now that is going to be ruled a knockdown, the straight left hand. I wanted to wait because I've
6, 7, 8.
man, what a shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
So
Wellness threw a kick and he got caught with a punch.
nice counter left hand by Schilling, drawing the first knockdown. 3 knockdowns in a round, 4 total in the fight, leads to a TKO victory.
Man, that left kick is snapping the arm of Jason Wellness.
And a focused and motivated Joe Schilling working here midway through the round and the fight. Schilling off his, or Wellness off his back foot, now trying to walk forward, trying to cut off the ring. Inside low kick by Schilling, outside low kick by Wellness. Schilling from southpaw putting together punches, a lot of them blocked though with the high guard.
That was on the. He's standing like this.
Schilling pleading his case.
He's standing like this.
They touch gloves and they start blasting right away. Man, look at them. They're swinging wild here.
Oh, and Wellness coming back.
Wellness caught him with a beautiful right hand.
Lean break. Fight.
Oh, and Wellness. Oh, there's Schilling. The ropes holding him up. Wellness now on the attack. What a round here in round number 2.
The Psycho has arrived. Those hurt Schilling.
And he ducks under the right hand. Now he's going to clinch like the veteran, wanting to earn a few seconds of respite. He got clocked with that right hand, but was still standing after knocking Wellness down earlier in the round.
Wellness can't let him back in here. He's got to basically get on him.
15 seconds left. A terrific main event between Wellness and Schilling. Both had their moments. Schilling recorded the knockdown. And there's Glory Girl Alyssa letting us know that it's the 3rd and final round. What a round we just saw in number 2. Wait a minute. The referee is waving off the fight. There appears to have been, I'm being told by the Wellness corner, that Wellness has suffered an injury to his foot, perhaps his ankle. Darn it all. Wow. Of what could have been an amazing third round, but Joe Schilling returns to glory, victorious, perhaps a little anticlimactic, and you got to feel for the Wellness brothers tonight. Look at the swelling right there. Great job by the Glory camera as that foot is blown up.
With his opponent unable to answer the bell for the third round, we have an official time of 3 minutes of the second round. Your winner by technical knockout, Joe Stitch Him Up Schilling.
A surprising end to a great night of action as Jason Wellness is unable to answer the call in round 3, as it appears he has broken toes on his right foot when he attempted a front kick that was blocked by the right knee of Joe Schilling. That will do it from the Mile High City of Denver, Colorado and Glory 24. Up next, it's Milan, Italy and Glory 25 coming your way on November 6th.